Allahu Akbar. When I originally joined Instagram July of 2012, I joined for two reasons: validation and male attention. And now that I no longer need either of those things, I am developing a new relationship with just social media.
You know how I feel about you. You don't even take my feelings into consideration. Like, it's just I had to find out through the internet.
Now, please don't make me get angry.
You already are. You don't give a fuck. I'm angry too. I'm upset. I'm hurt.
What's the wildest thing you've heard about Kevin Gates lately? If you said his 52-day marriage to Brittany Renner, you're not alone. In spring 2025, the Louisiana rapper, known for his raw lyrics and unfiltered life, shocked the world by tying the knot with the Instagram queen herself, only to call it quits before the ink was dry. But that's just the start. What about Drea Gates, his ride-or-die partner of over 20 years, who's been by his side through prison, fame, and everything in between? And don't forget the whispers of other women, from a scorned ex to reality TV stars, keeping his name in the headlines. Today, we're peeling back the layers of Kevin Gates' love life, from whirlwind romances to enduring bonds, with a side of controversy that's got everyone talking. Trust me, this story's got more twists than a soap opera, and you'll want to stick around for what's next. Let's kick things off with the bombshell that hit in April 2025. Brittany Renner, the influencer and Basketball Wives star, announced she married Kevin Gates on April 6. Fans were floored. Gates, who's been married to Drea since 2015, suddenly had a new wife. The news broke during a red carpet interview at the Basketball Wives LA Season 12 premiere, where Renner called Gates her husband and flashed a massive diamond ring. She gushed about him to Real 92.3 LA, saying, "His name echoes in every chamber of my heart," and described him as the most beautiful person she'd ever met. Her words were straight out of a love poem, painting a picture of a fairy tale romance. But fairy tales don't always last. By May 28th, just 52 days later, Renner revealed they were divorced. "We got married April 6th and divorced May 28th, she told the radio station, keeping her tone calm but cryptic. The speed of it all left fans reeling. How do you go from "he's my dream man" to done in less than 2 months?
We got married April 6th and divorced May 28th.
So you're divorced?
Yes. But there is a 90-day waiting period in Islam where it's basically you have 90 days to see if you're pregnant, because then he would be responsible, right? And then also in those 90 days, it's for reconciliation, because Allah wants you to stay married. And then during those 90 days, you are not to entertain anybody romantically. So what I will say is that Islam has made my life a lot easier. I think even with this transition and things changing, honestly, it's I don't think anybody gets married to not stay married.
Some noticed Renner's body language in earlier interviews, like a subtle headshake while praising Gates, hinting at trouble beneath the surface. Others wondered if this was a publicity stunt, especially given Renner's knack for stirring the pot. But Renner's next words added a whole new layer to the drama, and it's got everyone asking one big question. Renner didn't just drop the divorce news and walk away. In her June 7th interview, she talked about a 90-day waiting period required by Islamic practices, something both she and Gates follow. This period, called Ida, is a time to check for pregnancy and explore reconciliation, as Islam encourages couples to stay married. Renner explained, "There's a 90-day waiting period to see if you're pregnant, because then he would be responsible. And it's for reconciliation because Allah wants you to stay married." This raised eyebrows. Renner has a son, PJ Washington Jr., from her 2021 relationship with NBA player PJ Washington, and she's been open about co-parenting struggles and child support disputes. When she mentioned Gates being responsible if she were pregnant, some fans started whispering, was she trying to have a baby during those 52 days? The timeline, married in early April, divorced by late May, means they were together for less than 2 months. On X, users like @JustSayK speculated she might have been trying to trap Gates for financial security, though there's no proof of this. Renner shut down the negativity, saying at the 2025 BET Awards, words, "I don't feel like it's a sucky situation because what is meant to be is always going to be." She called the period a nice 90-day reset to focus on herself, pouring into her own growth. Still, the pregnancy talk and her past with Washington kept the rumor mill spinning, especially when you consider Gates' other life, the one he's built with Drea. And that's where this story gets even messier. For over 2 decades, Kevin Gates and Drea Gates have been a team. They started dating around 2003, married in 2015, and have 2 kids, Isla Corin, born in 2012, and Kaza Camille, born in 2014. Drea's been more than a wife. She's managed Gates' bookings, co-founded their Breadwinners Association label in 2010, and starred in his music videos. Gates dedicated his 2016 album, Isla, and 2022 album Kaza to their kids, and his 2017 track Drea is a love letter to her strength and beauty. In a 2016 interview with The Source, Drea said they'd been together for nearly 14 years, rarely going more than 3 months without speaking, a testament to their tight bond. Fans saw them as a power couple, weathering Gates' prison stints and the chaos of fame. But in 2022, cracks appeared. Gates' freestyle, Super General, dropped hints of trouble, with lyrics about betrayal and emotional distance. Lines like "took the hurt out of knowing," "made it worse," "now I'm certain," had fans wondering if he was confessing to infidelity or calling out Drea. She went quiet on social media about their relationship, and they stopped posting together as much. A Distractify article claimed Drea filed for divorce in November 2024 over infidelity rumors, but there's no court record or statement from either to confirm this. People in the Shade Room report no credible evidence of a divorce, and the couple appeared together at a 2023 Rolling Loud event, suggesting they're still together. So where does Renner fit in? Some say Gates and Drea were separated when he married Renner, but Drea's silence, focusing on her wellness brand, leaves it unclear. And then there's another woman who threw a wrench into the story. In April 2025, a woman named Persia P went viral, claiming to be Gates' girlfriend. She posted on Instagram saying Gates told her he was legally separated from Drea when they started dating. Persia was furious when Gates popped up with Renner, accusing him of being manipulative and narcissistic. She also claimed his team sent her threats after she spoke out, saying, "I'm sick of this man leading me on." Persia took shots at Renner too, calling her a fake Muslim who converted to Islam in August 2024 because it was trendy. She pointed to Renner's past risque persona, saying, "You preach you don't want a man who deals with multiple women, yet you're dealing with one." These are heavy claims, but they're unverified beyond Persia's videos. No evidence confirms Gates' team threatened her, and Drea hasn't addressed it, sticking to posts about grounding and skincare. Persia's drama wasn't the first time Gates faced rumors of other women. In 2022, he was linked to Love and Hip Hop, Miami star JoJo Zarur, after they were spotted together at events. Their chemistry sparked talk, but both denied romance. Wellness coach Jade Ramey also popped up in rumors, though nothing concrete surfaced. These stories paint Gates as a man whose heart might wander, even with Drea as his anchor, but it's his own words that keep the spotlight on him, and they're not always pretty. Kevin Gates doesn't hold back, and that's part of his charm and his trouble. In 2025, he made headlines with a wild comment saying he only respects opinions from people who've killed somebody. It's a bizarre flex, but it's pure Gates, unapologetic and provocative. He doubled down with a jab at LeBron James, claiming LeBron's wife Savannah doesn't look at him the way white women do, stirring backlash for its weird racial undertone. These moments show why Gates' love life stays under a microscope. His boldness makes every move, like marrying Renner while still tied to Drea, feel like a headline waiting to happen. Fans love his honesty. His music dives into pain, love, and temptation, but it also fuels questions about his loyalty. Was the Renner marriage a reckless move driven by passion, like the follow your heart vibe Renner described? Or is Gates playing a bigger game, keeping his name buzzing? At the BET Awards, when the Shade Room asked why he didn't walk the red carpet with Renner, he brushed it off. "There's nothing for me to comment about that." Days later, he posted on X, "Who I love, I don't discuss, but I wish her the best," hinting at closure, but no details. His silence on Drea and Renner keeps the mystery alive. But there's another piece to this puzzle that might explain his choices. Faith has been a cornerstone for Gates, especially since he made Hajj in 2016, embracing Islam publicly. His music, like God's Slippers, weaves in spiritual themes, and he's spoken about how Islam grounds him.
Mighty creator, forgiving my sins. I'm mighty creator. I need to be clean. Rocking all white, spirit for fear.
Renner's conversion to Islam in August 2024 announced on Instagram with Allahu Akbar, aligned with Gates' beliefs. She called it a purification process, stepping away from her old image of seeking validation and male attention. Their shared faith seemed to deepen their bond, with Renner saying Islam made her life better in every way. Some fans think this spiritual connection sparked their marriage, especially since Gates called her his wife in a March 2025 video, but others question if it was a fleeting moment, not strong enough to outlast their 52-day union. Could Faith have pushed Gates to reconcile with Drea, honoring Islamic values of marriage? Or did it clash with his impulsive side? Drea's own faith, she's also Muslim, might explain her silence, focusing on her wellness brand instead of drama. The role of Islam adds depth to Gates' story, making you wonder how much it guides his heart, or if his heart's leading him astray. So, is Kevin Gates caught in a love triangle, or is this all just chaos? Picture it, Drea, his partner since their teens, building an empire with him, raising their kids, Isla and Kaza, through thick and thin. Then there's Brittany Renner, the fiery influencer who swept in with a ring and a dream, only to exit just as fast. And don't forget Persia P, claiming Gates lied about his marriage to string her along. It's a web of love, betrayal, and unanswered questions. The super general lyrics from 2022 hinted at trouble with Drea, but no divorce papers have surfaced, and their joint appearances suggest they're still a unit. Persia's claims of manipulation are serious, but without proof. They're just one side of the story. Renner's 90-day reset and her no-regrets stance show she's moved on, but her pregnancy comments keep the rumor mill churning. Gates himself stays cryptic, dodging questions at the BET Awards and posting vague X messages. Is he a man torn between love and temptation, or a strategist keeping us hooked? You can't just follow your heart without your head. Gates' story feels like a battle between the two, with fans watching every move. The internet's got plenty to say about this. On X, posts lit up when Renner announced the divorce. Ace Rephouse TV2 and Rated RH701 called it a heartbreak after just 52 days, while Public Music linked to a YouTube breakdown of the split. Some fans cheered Gates and Renner, calling their chemistry chaotic but fitting. Others weren't so kind. Just Say K speculated Renner tried to get pregnant for a payday, and Persia P's post fueled shade, calling her a fake Muslim. Drea's fans rallied for her, with comments like, Drea's somewhere managing her bag, not this mess. Drea herself stayed above the fray, posting about grounding and wellness, like a video walking barefoot to connect with the earth. The split reactions show why Gates' love life is a cultural lightning rod. Everyone's got an opinion, and no one's got the full story. It's a saga that keeps us glued to our screens, waiting for the next twist. So, what's the real deal with Kevin Gates? Is he the loyal husband to Drea, holding it down for 20 years? Or the impulsive romantic who jumped into a marriage with Renner? Maybe he's both. A man whose heart pulls him in every direction, from faith to fame to fleeting love. The 52-day marriage to Renner, sealed with a ring and broken by May, feels like a fever dream. Drea's quiet strength, sticking to her wellness hustle, suggests she's not phased, or at least not showing it. Persia P's accusations and past rumors with JoJo Zarur and Jade Raimi add layers of doubt about Gates' fidelity. His faith, his bold words, his music, they all paint a picture of a man wrestling with his choices. And Gates' life seems like proof. Is he chasing love, redemption, or just the spotlight? Drop your take in the comments. What's driving Kevin Gates? And what's next for him and Drea? Hit that like button, tap the bell, and subscribe for more. Thanks for rolling with us, and we'll see you in the next one.